All right, let's talk about Enzo Fernandez, because we know that that's a deadline that Chelsea gave, if Enzo Fernandez wants to leave. Any club that wants to sign Enzo Fernandez, it is today, Friday, 5 p.m. UK time, that Chelsea gave, that if there's any club that wants to sign Enzo Fernandez, you have to sign him Friday, 5 p.m., and you will pay £120 million. So it is today is the day. If by 5 p.m., 1 minute past five, and then the money, £120 million, straight payment is not made, then Enzo Fernandez is not leaving the club again. I feel like they just want to sort out this Enzo Fernandez thing because it has been going on and on. Enzo Fernandez will leave. Enzo Fernandez will leave this summer. I just feel like Chelsea just want to, okay, let's just sort this thing once and for all. If he's leaving, we know he's leaving. If he's not leaving, we know he's not leaving. And another thing I feel like they are doing this thing again. One is Enzo Maresca. Yes, I think one is Enzo Maresca. We know that Manchester City, as it stands now, they are the one interested in signing Enzo Fernandez. It's clear that Enzo Maresca is the one pushing to get Enzo Fernandez, and also the representative, especially the agent of Enzo Fernandez, how he has been running his mouth talking. This Pastore guy, how he has been running his mouth talking, saying Enzo Fernandez want to leave. Finally, Real Madrid came out and said that they are not interested in Enzo Fernandez. They would not sign the player. And the only club that, as at that time, the only club that would think that probably would want to sign Enzo Fernandez is Manchester City. And now City have come out to say they are interested in signing Enzo Fernandez. And obviously, probably it's because of Rodri wants to leave. We know that Rodri probably will go to Barcelona. So I think they're looking for another midfielder that will replace Rodri. That's what I think they're trying to do here. Even if Enzo Fernandez and Rodri are not playing in the same position. So they just want to replace Rodri with another midfielder. And it's Enzo Fernandez that Enzo Maresca, I feel like, is the best player to replace Rodri. And I mean, Chelsea have made it clear. This is the time we are giving you to sign the player. If by this time you haven't paid what we want, which is £120 million, you will not get the player. You will not get Enzo Fernandez. And another reason why I feel like Chelsea are doing this is because the transfer window will close in the next probably 2 weeks. And if they do not do this, Man City will be coming with different bid. Maybe they might come with £80 million, £90 million. Before you know, the transfer window will be getting to the time when it will close. And then Chelsea will not even have time to replace Enzo Fernandez, because if Enzo Fernandez leaves Chelsea, they will want to replace the player. And I think they want to replace the player with a quality player, you know. So that's why I think that's why I feel like this is the time we want you to bring the money. If by this time you haven't bring the money and the money that we want, the player is not leaving. It's a good thing. It's showing that Chelsea themselves, they feel like you can't push them around. They feel like you can't push them around. So it will be interesting to see if City will bring the money. I mean, if you really want the player, if you really, really want the player, you have to pay the money. You have to pay the money. They paid £160 million for Elliot Anderson. £160 million for Elliot Anderson. That's a huge money. Now, Elliot Anderson for me, it's not better than Enzo Fernandez. It's not better than Enzo Fernandez. So if you think Elliot Anderson, if you think you have the money to pay £160 million for Elliot Anderson, then bring £120 million for Enzo Fernandez. For me, Enzo Fernandez is a better player than Elliot Anderson. And he did well last season. The last 2 seasons, Enzo Fernandez has been very, very good in the Premier League. He has been very, very good for Chelsea. So they have to pay that money if they want the player. If they don't want the player, then if they don't pay the money, meaning they will not get the player, and then Enzo Fernandez will have to remain at Chelsea. And I feel like another reason why the Chelsea board ownership are doing this thing is because of that agent. Yeah, they want to show him that this is their player. Enzo Fernandez have about 5 or 6 years left in his contract, so they are telling this agent that this is our player. We still have the power to take any decision that we want. And Chelsea are not in a rush to sell Enzo Fernandez. They are not. They want to keep the player. It's just that Enzo Fernandez and his agent, they are the one pushing to leave the club. But Chelsea wants to keep the player. But for City, yeah, it will be interesting to see if they will want to pay that money before that 5 p.m. So your thoughts, your opinion on this one, you let me know.